YouTube, welcome to today's video. I did not plan on making this video at all. I was just sat in the kitchen eating my meals and I was thinking about this topic, and then I was like, I'll tell you what, why don't I go and pick up my camera and make a video on it and speak my mind to the camera, because I like to make videos which I share my experiences with you guys to avoid the same mistakes as I make. So today the topic is clean eating versus flexible dieting and what is the better approach. So clean eating is just eating foods which are classed as healthy. So things like oats, potatoes, sweet potato, rice, broccoli, asparagus, chicken, lean steak mince, all the bro foods, you know, all the healthy foods, versus flexible dieting, which is an approach used to help people stick to their diet. So it's an 80% clean, 20% dirty approach. Now, I followed both approaches. When I first started training at 16 and first started watching my diet, I followed the clean eating approach. So I was really old school. I had my first meal at 9, I had the next meal at 12, 3, 6, 9 p.m. 3 hours gap between each meal. It was all healthy foods. And yeah, it was a very old school way of eating. However, when I got a coach last year who prepped me for my show, he followed a flexible dieting approach, and I never heard of this before. So he was like, right, here is your calories and macros. I want you to hit all the numbers I give you. So hit your calories, protein, carbs, and fat. Eat what you want. At the end of the day, just make sure that you've hit your calories and macros. So I was like, okay. I was eating all the foods I enjoyed, and I actually got pretty good results from it too. But I just want to compare both, because when I prepped myself this year, I felt like that I wanted to try my old school ways, the ways which I brought myself up doing, which was focusing on meal timing, eating healthier foods, because I wanted to feel healthier like I did back in the day and not eat dirtier food. So I'm going to talk to you about the outcomes. So I felt this year that the clean eating approach worked so much better for me, because when you're flexible dieting and you're dieting down for a competition, it can be very tough when you're eating that 20% dirtier foods, because you're having that little taste of something, but you can't have it all. And when you're eating something so little and you're so hungry at the same time, it constantly makes you think, like, when can I have that again? Like, I was having my oats and I was maybe having some like M&Ms with that. I was like, I cannot wait for my meal tomorrow. I can't wait for them M&Ms. Whereas this year, when I'm having oats on their own, and then having like my vegetable and my chicken, I'm not really thinking, oh, I can't wait for my vegetable and chicken, because it's not really that much to look forward to. I was more thinking, oh, when am I gonna train next? Rather than what am I gonna eat next? And of course, when I went back to my structure of eating with certain meal times as well, that made me less food obsessed, because I ate my meal and I was like, right, I've got 3 more hours, let me go and kill some time and then we'll go again. Whereas last time I didn't have a meal structure, so I was a bit like, oh, right, let's intermittent fast and then I can just eat everything in the evening and smash all my calories at once, and it was just really not productive. So I felt like flexible dieting just made me so food obsessed. I was constantly thinking, when is the next meal? And like I said, when you have that little bite of something, that only that 20% of that dirtier foods, you're just thinking, oh, after this comp, I'm gonna have 100% dirty foods. I'm just gonna smash everything in sight, because you've been having that little bit of something, but it's not enough to satisfy you. So after my comp, I just blew out, I just binge ate on everything. I was doing like 10,000 calories a day and I just ate pure shit. And I feel like that was because I had that little bit of that 20% dirtier foods and it wasn't enough to satisfy me. Whereas this year, doing the clean eating approach, after my competition, I mean, I've lost my jawline a little bit and I've ate some more foods, but when I was eating clean foods, the only foods I wanted to eat were more. So after my comp this year, instead of eating the 20% dirty foods, I've just had more rice or more oats, and that's not gonna do as much damage as what a big packet of M&Ms is gonna do to you. I think when you're cutting down so extreme, clean eating is definitely the best approach, because you wanna be in that set routine, you don't wanna be food obsessed, and you want the health benefits as well. And of course, eating healthier foods is going to have higher food volume, which is actually going to fill you up more. So I think when you're dieting to the extreme, then clean eating is definitely the best way forward. However, as my calories now work back up, because I'm going to go into my gaining phase, so my calories are currently at 3,000, they're probably going to work slowly all the way up to about 5,000, 6,000. I'm not going to be able to eat 5,000, 6,000 calories of rice, oats, chicken, like the same stuff, because it's going to make me feel sick, and it's got way too much volume in it that my gut won't even be able to digest that. So as my calories do work back up, I probably will go back to a flexible dieting approach to fit in that 20% dirtier foods, because it's got less volume in, it's going to fill me up more, it's going to be more enjoyable to eat. So I definitely think both methods are good, but you've just got to use them at the right time. So I'd say for dieting down, if you've got a time limit on your cut, say you're doing a 12-week prep and you want to get extra lean, I think clean eating and having a structure and a routine is so important. I think if you're dieting down for like a holiday, it's nothing too extreme, you just want to get pretty lean but you still want to be able to enjoy your life, then flexible dieting, because you're going to be able to go out, enjoy the foods which you want to eat. If you're maintaining physique all year round, I think probably flexible dieting is your best bet as well. And of course, when you're going up on your calories and you're working up high, you are going to have that mix of both, because you're going to need that structure of meal timing so you fit all your food in all the time. However, you're going to have more calorie dense food, so things like cereal bars, bagels, honey, jam, and some dirtier foods as well to make you fit in all them calories. So that is my opinion on it. I think clean eating, when you're dieting down to the extreme, or even just dieting down, I'm probably going to use the clean eating approach from now on. I think it's a lot easier to stick to. It makes you less food obsessed, and it gives you that structure and routine which you need in a cut. However, I think flexible dieting is very good when you're trying to maintain an all year round physique, or even trying to push weight up a little bit. So that is today's topic covered. I hope this was a short, sharp video just to give you some information. Plenty of these to come. Drop a comment down below what you think. Are you a flexible dieter or are you a clean eater? Let me know what works for you down below. Any topics you want to see me discuss in future videos, drop them down below as well. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.